Hello, this is Justice Backstrom, and welcome back to another God, Guns, Gaming, and GOP video. Now, you may remember, although you probably don't because only 3 people watched it, but last year I made a video listing 20 things I was hoping for in 2020. Now, we're drawn towards the end of the year, so I figured I'd come back and see how many of them actually happened. So I guess this video will be called something like 20 things, some of which happened in 2020. Lol. Alright, so I grouped them together into 4 sets of 5, with one set corresponding to each of the 4 main groups of this show: God, Guns, Gaming, and the Grand Old Party. My first was to see a new Kendrick's Brother movie come out. Their movies are always pretty good, but they made one in 2019, so unsurprisingly, there weren't any in 2020, so that's 0 out of 1 so far. Next was to have 5 new languages get their first translation of the Bible. This was pretty hard to research. So specifically, this is, but I discovered that in August of this year we reached a total of 700 total languages for the first time, meaning that we started the year with 699 or less in total, and there are now 704 in total. So that's just enough information to confirm that this wish came true. That's 1 out of 2. Thirdly, I wanted to see a 1% increase in Christianity in America. Now, I was unable to find any updated statistics on this one, but unfortunately, even though the so-called pandemic, even through all that, we saw no huge return to God. Instead, we saw a turn towards cowardice and convenience, which, more than anything else, proves to me that people are more lazy than genuinely afraid. That's 1 out of 3. 4. I wanted to see Christianity Today replaced by a better magazine. It still comes up as the first result when you search Christian magazine, so that's a fail in my book. 1 out of 4. Number 5, I wanted to see someone I know personally saved. That didn't happen either. 1 out of 5. Number 6, now getting on to the guns. I wanted handgun licenses to be available to all adults 18 or older, or for it to be made legal to carry a handgun without a license. That didn't happen. 1 out of 6. Number 7, I wanted to see the bump stock ban reversed. Now, I'm going to be honest, at the time I didn't know what a bump stock was. I just heard people complain about the ban. I'd still like to see the ban reversed, but only because I think machine guns should be legal altogether. That said, a semi-automatic with a bump stock is definitely a machine gun in my book, just one that uses a different mechanism than is generally associated with machine guns. The ban was not reversed. That's 1 out of 7. Number 8, I wanted to see the national carry rate go up 10%. This, to my knowledge, did not happen, although, again, it was hard to research for. But at least during the lockdowns and the riots, a lot of new people who'd never bought guns before did buy guns, which included me, but that was just because I turned 18. So I'll give that a half a point, and now we're at 1 out of 5 out of 8, or 1.5 out of 8. Number 9, I wanted the bans against soldiers carrying sidearms in base repealed. Now, the regulations around that are fairly convoluted, so finding out if anything changed is difficult. I saw a few things a few times about lawsuits to this effect, but never heard how they went. Things do seem to be going in the right direction, so another half point. 2 out of 9. Number 10, I wanted increased understanding of guns in public. This is a vague thing, but I think it was accomplished during the lockdowns and riots, so a point for that, 3 out of 10. Now, onto the topic of gaming, number 11. I wanted Waluigi in Smash Ultimate. It didn't happen, 3 out of 11. Number 12. I wanted a Luigi clone in Smash Ultimate. Also didn't happen, 3 out of 12. Number 13. I wanted Nintendo to make a real handheld system, as in not the Switch Lite. This, of course, didn't happen, 3 out of 13. Number 14, I wanted Minecraft to fix its Bedrock texture pack mess. That didn't happen, 3 out of 14. Number 15, I wanted the Switch to be able to support Wiimotes? Nope, 3 out of 15. Moving on to the grand old party for number 16. I wanted Donald Trump to win with a 320 or more electoral vote and the popular vote. Unfortunately, we may never know if that happened or not. 3 out of 16. Number 17. I wanted the House majority to flip Republican again. That didn't happen. But we did make significant gains, despite likely a lot of, shall we say, messes in the voting system. So, I'll give it a half a point. 3.5 out of 17. Number 18. I wanted our Senate majority to raise to 54 or 55%, but unfortunately we lost a seat and may lose 2 more. 3.5 out of 18. Number 19. I wanted Ruth Bader Ginsburg to be replaced in the Supreme Court. This happened with the death of RBG and the installment of Amy Coney Barrett. However, while I was glad to have a better justice on the court, I realized I didn't like the idea of lifetime appointments and the way that they turned me into a monster hoping for another person's death as a means to my political ends. I understand why we have lifetime appointments to such courts, but I can't help but feel that a 10, 20, or 30-year appointment would be more humane. Anyways, though, that's 4.5 out of 19. Number 20, I wanted abortion banned, at least in Texas. This, of course, was a pipe dream, but I did hope there would be at least a few significant new restrictions passed. I couldn't find much about that, at least for this year, so not even half a point there. Sorry, Texas. 4.5 out of 20 total. So yeah, I guess it's true what they say that 2020 truly is the worst year in recent memory. So here's to a better year in 2021. Bye, y'all.